just make my case. Drops mic when I'm done, one more can I say not bite, turn my tongue, I don't like the taste. I'm on and I'm on and I own my opponent. I'm always in the zone, either zone out of zone, and then we could get it poppin'. Pick the topic if you want to skip and shine and skip and hoppin'. Took these sports and made them pop it. Alright, undisputed.
Good morning, welcome to Undisputed. We are live from Los Angeles. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Guys, happy New Year's Eve. How are we doing?
Hey, we're doing good, doing good.
I would like to wish everyone out there a much happier New Year.
Yeah.
How about that?
Well, go James.
That's good.
Go James. I'm thinking about a Cowboy miracle in 2021. Here we go.
I need a miracle. I need a miracle in the Meadowlands.
Oh.
I know they don't play really in the Meadowlands
That's
anymore.
what Dallas is going to pull off. Here we go.
Yeah,
Skip,
that's
there
what you're
are a lot
hoping.
of things I wish for in 2021. I just don't know about a Cowboy miracle. But either way, let's start by discussing your team. We will finally be able to crown the NFC East winner this Sunday. Washington can seal the division with a win over Philadelphia. However, if they lose, then it will be the winner of the Cowboys and Giants game that will be playoff bound. So Shannon, tell me, what are the scores of the Dallas and Washington games?
Well, as much as it pains me to say this, I do believe the Cowboys are going to go to New York and win this ball game. Skip, the Giants really haven't been competitive the last 3 games. They've lost each of those games by at least 14 points. And in the last 2 games, Daniel Jones, trying to come back from the hamstring injury, has been sacked 6 times. And Skip, we know Baltimore has struggled all year trying to get after the quarterback. They went out and signed Yannick Ngakoue, and they in the offseason, they got Calais Campbell. They've been trying to pressure the quarterback. And for the better part of the year, they really haven't been able to get up the quarterback consistently. And they couldn't stay off of Daniel Jones. The offensive line isn't very good. And plus the fact, Skip, he can't move. You know, when you got that hamstring, Skip, you know, you get out there, you think you can do Kirk Gibson. You can hit a ball over the fence and drag that leg around the diamond, the base pads, but you're not going to do that as a quarterback in the NFL. And a part of what made Daniel Jones successful some of the time this year was his ability to get out of harm's way, use his leg to pick up first downs, and to throw the ball outside the pocket.
He is still listed on the injury report with a hamstring.
Right. And so with that being said, Skip, I just don't see how they're going to, and I know their defenses will put up a great effort, but at some point in time, after 3 and out, and being on the field, as much as I believe the Giants defense will be on the field, they will succumb to the pressure, and the Cowboys will start to pull away from them. So I got the Cowboys winning that first game, the first game, 30, I'm going to say 31-14.
Okay.
The second game, Washington, been flexed. I just believe that Alex Smith will bring stability that Haskins did not bring. And Skip, you mention it all the time. You talk about the ray of hope that Jalen Hurts seemed to have been given the Eagles. I believe Alex Smith will provide that. Now, how he didn't, I don't think he practiced yesterday. Maybe it's precautionary. Maybe they're just trying to say, look, we're going to give you as much.
I think they said they planned for him not to practice.
Right. We're going to give you as much time to rest this calf as we possibly can. We don't want to have to play Heineke. But we will if we have to, Skip. I think that is the last resort. Look, the Washington, the football team, their defense has been a cornerstone all year. They've been great, and they'll need to be great one more game in order for them to win this game. Jalen Hurts is formidable, but teams are starting to sack him. The Cowboys got after him pretty good, Skip, forced him to some turnovers. And the thing that we're starting to see, Jalen Hurts put the ball on the ground. Jalen Hurts put the ball on the ground, Skip. I don't know if you noticed that. Even against the Saints, when they're trying to run out the clock, what did he do, Skip? Put it on the ground. Against that Cardinals, what did he do, Skip? And what did he do last week? He turned it over 3 times. So he will give you...
I thought he put his knee on the ground before he put the ball on the ground.
Who got the ball? I just want to know who got the ball.
Unfairly, my team did.
Well, we'll go back. Hold on. We'll go back to 2014. Was it 2014? No, 2014? Yeah.
Des Carter.
No, he didn't. No, he did. Who got the ball?
Yep.
Okay, then. So same thing will go here. So I'm gonna say the Washington win this game 24-20. Fletcher Cox hadn't practiced all week. I doubt he goes to. Yep. D-Jack played 20 plays in the game. Maybe that's precautionary, Skip, coming back. Maybe he plays more this game.
He didn't practice with an ankle.
Right, and so maybe they're trying to save him, Skip. So, but I'm going to go Washington football 20. I'm going to go the Eagles, Washington 24, the Eagles 20.
Okay, my turn. I've been telling you for 3 weeks now, I just have a feeling about my team. a feeling I could not have imagined having on the night of December 8th, which happened to be a weird Tuesday night when my team got run out of the stadium at Baltimore. You remember that?
I do remember.
The final score was 34-17. My team gave up another almost 300 yards rushing to Lamar and company. And they fell that night to the bottom of the barrel in what you could write off as the worst division in the history of football. Yeah. They fell to 3-9. Mm-hmm. And I was done. I said I was done. They went to Cincinnati. I could barely watch it. And a miracle started to occur. They actually looked pretty good at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's not terrible, as we've seen in the last couple of weeks, right?
Right.
We saw what Cincinnati subsequently did to Pittsburgh, and then, for what it's worth, to the Houston Texans. They're not terrible. My team went in there and ran them out of their stadium 30-7. And then my team hung 41 on a San Francisco that held Kyler and company to 12 points the following game, right?
Yep.
And then we saw what my team did to the Eagles, and we know about the injuries, and we know about this and that and the other, but my team was on fire against the Eagles. You could argue that right now my team's about as hot, late season hot, as any team in football. I know I'm not comparing them to the top teams, but just on momentum, heat, just all of a sudden sort of meant to be feeling, they have it. And that's why they're going to go win this game at the Giants.
So that's what you feel. You feel like it's just meant to be.
It's just meant to be.
Everything you've gone through in 2020 is meant to be. It was the most miserable
year of my Cowboy watching life. I have never been so humiliated as I was by 2 losses to our arch rival, with whom we're now tied at the top of the division, Washington. 2 losses. And
they swept you.
They weren't even close. And I thought, of all days, Thanksgiving at Jerry World would belong to us, and it belonged to the visiting team, Washington. Yep. It wasn't even close.
It was not.
And they fell apart in the fourth. It was close through 3 quarters, and then it wasn't. They got outscored 21-0 in the fourth quarter.
I'm thinking about flexing you out of Thanksgiving. Okay. Y'all been terrible the last 3.
You can't. We're grandfathered in. No. We're golden. Because we rate on Thanksgiving. We have all the biggest record ratings in the history of a great day, Thanksgiving.
You lose, though.
Okay. We have been losing lately way too much. So the point is that after those games, after what happened against Arizona on Monday Night Football at Jerry World, 38-10 and another 300 yards rushing. Yep. Baker and company went in there and rang up 307. My team was on a historic pace to allow the most rush yards in the history of the National Football League. And all of a sudden, we have flipped the script. So, you know what? I'm impervious to today to any kind of ridicule that's going to come from across the table, because you can say we're the lesser of evils in the NFC East.
You are.
You can say we're only the best of the worst division in the history of football, and you can have that, and I don't care. I even saw a tweet from John Machota, who covers the Cowboys for The Athletic, in which he detailed the Cowboys' quote-unquote road to the Super Bowl. And it goes, Tom Brady at home in a playoff game. Yep. Then it would be, this is all hypothetical, of course. Then it would be at Aaron Rodgers. Then it would be at Drew Brees. Then it would probably be Patrick Mahomes in Tampa in the Super Bowl. That's just pie in the sky. That would be the route. You'd have to beat Brady at Rodgers, at Brees, and Mahomes on a neutral field.
It would be, if they were to do that, it would be the greatest Super Bowl run in NFL history, and it would not even be close. It would be better than the run that Brees had when he beat Kurt Warner, Brett Favre, Peyton Manning. If they were to run that gauntlet, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Patrick Mahomes, it would be the greatest run in playoff history.
It would be. It wouldn't be the wild card road run that Eli or Aaron Rodgers had to win 3 games on the road to get to a Super Bowl, right? Mm-hmm. But